Rockin' with J-Man is with a loving dead girl. How you doing, girl? How you doing,
Good, are you?
girl? Sorry. How have you been holding up during these crazy times? How have you been holding up?
Um, Losing our minds a little bit, but making the best of it as we can. We can't play shows or anything, but there doesn't mean we can't do anything. So we've been trying to just focus on basically like anything that we can do, try to make headway in other areas. So like not having the touring and everything is obviously like a huge shock to the whole music community, but like there still is, you can still write, you can still practice, you can still get together with your bandmates and like tighten up the music as much as you can. Like, so we're just focusing on everything that we can do instead of dwelling on the things that we can't do.
Congratulations on the new song, Escape. Congratulations on that. Very nice
Yeah.
style.
Thank you.
I really love your sound. It's kind of like new metal rock, rap, and screaming. Then your powerful voice kicks in. Did you know that? It's like three styles. So it's like you doing both styles.
Yeah, we like to try to be really versatile. Thank you.
So is this off your upcoming debut album, Exorcism?
Yeah, so it's off our upcoming album Exorcism.
What is it like hearing yourself on the radio for the first time? What was it like?
That was really exciting for me because I was just sitting there listening to it at home with my family and my boyfriend and everything. And I was just like sitting there wondering how many other hundreds, if not thousands of people were listening at that moment. And then my phone started like vibrating like crazy. Like so many people were messaging me like, oh my God, I just heard you on the radio. And I was just driving home from work and I heard you on the radio. So it's just crazy to me to think of like when you're hearing yourself, how many other people are listening with you.
Yeah, so it's like, whoa, is that, did the entire world almost hear that?
Yeah.
And I've seen you made it in the newspapers as well. That had to have been really cool in the newspaper.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I actually made it myself in the newspaper and the
Oh
news
yeah,
itself.
that's awesome.
You're pretty young, so it had to be really cool to show off to all the people you went to school with and said, one day I'm going to be a rock star. That had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I've literally been saying that since I was like 5 years old. So
Well, so I guess your dream came true.
it's starting to finally. It's just beginning.
Is that you doing both styles though on that album? On the Escape album? Well, I mean song Escape.
Like the screaming and the singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all me, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, very fascinating. Was it different making music during lockdown? Was it different?
We actually recorded the album before lockdown because we did it in Los Angeles. We're from Canada, so we aren't able to travel right now. Otherwise, I would be making another album right now. But we've just been practicing the music that we already wrote this whole time instead, just to tighten that up as much as we can.
Are you nervous that one day Rob Zombie might be like, hey, you need to change your name? I own that.
No, we actually are in the process of buying all the trademarks for it. So we made sure it was available before we started using it.
Those are some pretty cool tattoos. Which is your favorite?
I have so many favorites. It's honestly hard to pick, but probably my favorite would be on the side of my hand here. I have a little music note. I would say that one's my favorite just because it's sentimental. I actually got it done in LA on the final day of recording our album. The producer and I were just like out shopping and got food and stuff. And I was just like, right then, I was like, I should just get a tattoo today just because.
You should be on Ink Master then. You should be on Ink Master, one of the guys that get the tattoo.
I would love to do that. It'd be fun.
Yeah, meeting the famous guitar and then all those other two guys. I think the show is basically with rock and tattoos, so it's actually a pretty cool show to be on. Any plans on getting another one done based on the album? Another one done?
I actually think there is one song on our album that I think I might get the lyrics of the chorus tattooed on me. I just haven't decided where I want it yet, but I definitely want the Living Dead Girl logo and some of our lyrics tattooed on me.
How are you adapting to releasing new music without being able to tour to back it up? Do you like it, or do you think it's just really hard?
It is really hard because we're practicing these songs and we're excited about them, and like not being able to play them just feels so weird. We're not used to that, but we are beginning to plan a virtual show finally. We're really late to jump on that trend. It's just we had to like find a venue to do it at and everything. So we are gonna do like a live stream or something where we play the entire album because we're just dying to play it.
So what is it like being in Canada? Is everything back open yet? What is it like?
Not entirely, but mostly. Like where we live, there's honestly not that many cases. There's not that much going on. Like honestly not as bad as like the States are. So pretty much everything's open. Like you can go to the spa, you can get tattoos, you can go to the gym, like all of that stuff's open.
Well, let's hope. Well, I think Canada might do another festival when they beat the SARS virus. But would you do that if they asked you to promote or like sing one of the things on the festival for like beating the coronavirus in America or Canada?
Like a benefit, like a concert, like a charity concert thing?
Yeah, like how they did the SARS virus, how they beated it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would totally do a festival for that.
And some in America, some states are opening up, and you can play concerts. Can you do that in Canada yet, or do you have to wait a couple more months?
I think there are some venues now, like in some spots, you're technically allowed to have 50 people. So we were planning on just doing a show to 50 people and then being able to like film it and put the video online. But it keeps going back and forth. Like they open, they close, they open, they close. It keeps changing so back and forth that it's too hard to make the plans to even do it. So we just like haven't even bothered trying to do it yet, just until everything's a bit more consistent.
What?
Oh, just until the rules are a bit more consistent, not changing so much.
Okay. Do you plan on doing shows this summer?
I'm honestly not keeping my hopes up. Like I'm not gonna plan it just because I don't want to get disappointed if we can't. But if we have the opportunity to, we will jump right on it.
Do you think touring will ever get back to normal, or do you think it's changed forever?
I feel like in a way it's going to be changed forever because I feel like there are so many people who might be too scared to ever go into a huge crowd like that again. But I personally totally would still go to concerts. Like nothing will ever change that. I think there's enough people that would still love to go to one that will, but there's also going to be people that will never be comfortable with it again. So I think it's definitely going to have a lasting impact.
Do you think fans will appreciate concerts more when they start back up again? Do you think they're going to appreciate it more?
I feel like they will because it kind of showed us how much we took everything for granted before. So I feel like once you have the opportunity to do something like that again, it's just going to be even more special than it was before.
What do you miss? What do you miss most about touring? What do you miss most?
We've never actually done like a full huge tour yet. We were planning on doing our first one this year, and obviously that didn't happen. But the thing I miss most about playing shows is just like, I think probably like when you get off stage and talk to people and everything, because like after you're done your performance, how many people come up to tell you what their favorite part was or what they really liked and stuff. Like I really miss the engagement with the crowd.
Yeah, because it's kind of, it's about the music, right? But it's also about the fans, making them happy, seeing their face, seeing their beautiful face, or just saying like, hey, what's up? You wanna come backstage, or just like, just saying hi to the fans.
Yeah, like without the interaction with people, that's why it's so weird to do a live stream or like a virtual show, is because you're not seeing the people watching it. You're not seeing the reaction. You're not seeing them like singing along. It's just very like robotic feeling.
Yeah, it has to be like, it's kind of just like, you just got that feeling like, this just doesn't feel right.
It feels very like artificial.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show? What is your favorite?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think my favorite memory from playing a show would be in March 2020. We played a show on my birthday weekend, and we donated all of the money that we raised to our local animal shelter, which ended up being $2,200. And just that entire night was probably my favorite show we've ever played because it was my birthday. We got to save some animals. There was a really good turnout. And that was literally like a week before the lockdown started. So it was like my whole family and all my friends were saying like that was the last time we ever had fun.
Oh, what is your
worst memory? One time I went on stage with my wireless microphone, and we had put a brand new battery in it, but somehow the battery died. So I went on stage and started singing the first song, and my microphone was dead. So I was just singing and there was no volume at all. No one could hear me. And so I was just like up there, like trying to keep my cool, obviously on the outside, but on the inside I was panicking, like, what do I do? So I just grabbed our backup singer's microphone and just like swapped them out, but then his wasn't working either. So then at one point I had to try I was like all in the process of one song. I had to try like 3 or 4 different mics until I found one that worked. So that was anxiety inducing.
Yeah, that was like, that had to be really weird. People were like, what is she doing?
Yeah, like they're seeing my lips move, but there was no sound. It was stressful.
They probably think, are you just making the song in your head?
Yeah.
Would you ever do a live stream concert?
Yeah, we're thinking about. We were very hesitant to do one because, like I said, with like not being able to interact with the people and not seeing people's faces and a crowd and stuff is going to feel very cold and very awkward to us. But we finally are thinking about doing it. We actually have a band practice tonight. We are just rehearsing all of the songs, and we are planning on just going into one of our local venues. We asked them if we could just use it one day when they're closed and just go in with like a film crew and just shoot it. So we are planning on doing that in the next couple of months.
What is next for you?
The next thing for us is releasing our debut album in June. I think that's going to keep us pretty occupied for a bit. Honestly, we've started doing the pre-orders and it's doing better than I expected it to. So I feel like just like the whole campaign of releasing that is going to be like the most amount of work I've ever had to do in my whole life.
How do my followers start following you?
Sorry, what was that?
How do my followers start following you?
So they can look us up on Facebook and Instagram. Our Facebook is Living Dead Girl Band, and our Instagram is Living Dead Girl Official. We also are on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, everywhere that you listen to music, we are on there, and as well as YouTube at Living Dead Girl Official.
And they can get all the new music there, and they can find about your shows and stuff, correct?
Yeah, and all of our information as well is on livingdeadgirl.ca. So that's where you can see upcoming news and shop merchandise, pre-order the album. Everything is on livingdeadgirl.ca.
I see you have crazy merch on your site. That's pretty cool. You had a lot of merch.
Yeah, that was one of the things I really wanted to focus on doing during the like lockdowns, those shows and stuff. Was I love designing clothes and I love design, like graphic design and everything. So I was trying to really expand our merchandise to have some actual like cool things to offer other than just like your typical generic t-shirt.
Yeah, so I do unboxings. If you want to hook a brother up, I can show off the cool swag on my show if you want it. It's just your choice.
Sorry, you were just lagging there for a second. What did you just say?
So I do unboxings if you want to hook a brother up, and I can show off the cool swag on my show if you want to do any of the merch.
Oh, okay, sure.
No, okay, thank you, really, thank you. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for being on my show. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage on one of your shows. Peace.
For sure. Thank you.
It was a quick talk, but
that's okay. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye.